You've faced battles most never fought, pain, struggle, adversity. But here, we use that as fuel. This is the Battle Harder podcast, where we motivate, educate, and inspire warriors of life, veterans, survivors, leaders. We share stories and strategies to turn pain into progress. Here's your host, Coach Rob. Let's lock in and battle harder.
What is up, Warriors? Welcome to the Battle Ready series, part of the Battle Harder podcast, where I give you solo episodes on 25 tips, tricks, and tools to use in your life for personal development so you can become the best version of yourself. And today we're talking about something that's saved my life probably more than once. And we're talking about gratitude. And not gratitude just when everything's peachy keen, happy, lovely, and good to go, but gratitude under fire. When you're in pain, when you've lost everything, when you're starting at rock bottom, when you're staring at the ceiling, wondering if you've got anything left in the tank. I've been there many, many times in my life. And gratitude isn't just saying thank you, it's an act of defiance against everything in this world that is trying to break you. I remember a time where everything felt like it was collapsing. My marriage, my business, my identity. I was angry. I was numb. I didn't see anything worth being grateful for. And that's happened more time than once, being in that negative insanity loop of hell where everything sucks, everything's horrible, everything's just garbage, right? And I had no plan, no motivation. I'm sitting there laying in the bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this is another day where Coach Rob is just going to say I quit and give up on life. And I forced myself to write down 3 things. I woke up, I had another chance to fight, and my kids still called me dad. Now, that moment didn't obviously change my circumstances, right? But it did change and shift my perspective. It shifted me from a victim to victor. I've said this a lot, victor over victim mentality. When we have to go into warrior mode is doing those hard things when we don't want to, doing the things that we need to do to fight through the pain, the depression, the anxiety, the anger, the hurt, and all the shit that gets in our heads that wants to break us, right? Gratitude pulled me out of that hole, not because everything got better, but because it reminded me of what was still worth fighting for. Gratitude will never erase your pain, right? But it does reposition it. And everything that I talk to you about in the personal development, mental health, mindset, coaching space is words have meaning. You have to say things and reframe them to put them in a positive light so you can get out of the darkness or at least carry on instead of just giving up. You can't always control the storm, right? But you can decide what to focus on. When you anchor to gratitude, pain stops being punishment and starts to become purpose. Gratitude is training for shifting your perspective, right? Just like weight training, it's a rep that you have to build daily. Every thank you, even when it hurts, is a rep for resilience. You're rewiring your brain to look for strength instead of suffering, and that is very important, especially if you have mental health issues. And gratitude is your biggest proponent of armor against being bitter. That moment that you start being grateful, you start being entitled and a spoiled little brat. And nobody likes that, right? Entitlement kills growth. Gratitude helps keep you humble, grounded and clear, especially when life is unfair. Gratitude is your power under fire. It will always be your power under fire. When you're under pressure, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's gratitude that's going to stop you from losing yourself and, quite frankly, being an asshole. The strongest warriors, we don't ignore the pain. We give thanks for the lesson inside the pain, right? And if you follow me on social media or You've heard my story. I don't know if I've talked about it here on the pod. I have severe back issues. Just sitting in this chair doing this episode is causing me a great deal of pain right now. And like a dumb knucklehead, I didn't do anything about my pain. I just kept pushing it in the back, continuing to lift heavy ass shit, doing all the weight training, being safe, stretching, warming up, doing all those things I need to do before lifting, but probably going heavier than I should. Now I'm paying the price for that with my back. But I'm grateful, right? I can still walk. I did not physically break my back, though it feels like it sometimes. I have been forced to try to find the help that I need through, chiropractic or pain management or whatever, even if I have to get back surgery. And sometimes you have to have that slap in the face to go back to a crawl mode instead of crawl, walk, run. We're back to crawling again because you need that to show you, like, dude, time to slow down and be responsible and do the right things instead of the wrong things. And I'm grateful for that. Am I grateful for the pain? Hell no. The pain sucks. I hate this shit going on right now. Like I said, extreme pain, herniated disc in my back, degenerative disc in my back. But we're pushing on with thanks because this is going to make me better in the long run. And as you know, when I do the Battle Ready series, most of the time it's writing stuff down. I always give you work, right? I want to give you tools that you can implement now. And if you listen to any of the Battle Ready series and you do the exercises, they will work. I guarantee they will work as long as you have purpose and intent and you take the time to do them and do them properly, right? Whether it's in your journal, your phone, app, notes, whatever, right now, if you're driving, don't do it right now. But when you can, as soon as you get a chance, I want you to write down one thing you lost that taught you something. What's one thing that you lost in your life that it taught you something? What's one thing you still have that you've been taking for granted? And what's one thing you can do today to show gratitude through action, right? So one thing that taught you something that you had lost, one thing you still have that you've been taking for granted, and one thing that you can do today to show gratitude through action. Gratitude isn't just words. It's how you show up. It's how you respond when life hits back, right? Gratitude under fire is your purest form of strength. I guarantee it. If you can be thankful in times of bad, in times of pain, in times of sickness, being happy, healthy is so much better. But when we can find the thankfulness, the gratitude in those dark times, you can get through it because anybody can be thankful when things are perfect, right? But real warriors, they thank you while they're still bleeding. So next time you're hurting, remember that pain is shaping you. The storm is building you. Be grateful. Not because it's easy, but because it's molding the best version of you that can't be broken. Listen, if this hit home today, share it with another warrior who needs to hear it. Leave me a review. That's how I spread the mission. And if you're ready to rebuild your mind and purpose, head to battleharder.com. Remember, turning pain into progress, it isn't just a tagline, it's a way of life. I want you to stay grateful, stay grounded, and remember to always battle harder. Thank you.
You've just heard another real comeback story on the Battle Harder podcast, where we turn pain into progress and remind you that rock bottom is just the starting line. If today's message hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. You might just change their life. Subscribe, leave a review, and join the mission at battleharder.com. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay dangerous, and keep battling harder.